Hi everyone. This morning, a very dear friend of mine sent me this quotation of Nikola Tesla, which just hit me with such a force of the aha that I had to share this with you. Here's the quotation before we start talking about it. When you understand that every opinion is a vision loaded with personal history, you will start to understand that all judgment is a confession. See the depth of this statement. There are two important aspects that strike me immediately. One is that every opinion is a vision that is loaded with personal history. Your opinion about something would differ from, let us say, my opinion, because the two of us have a different history. How we have grown up, the families we've come from, the conditioning that we've been exposed to, the experiences that have molded us, structured us into who we are today. All of this is our personal history. And our visions and our opinions depend upon that history. Why is someone so risk averse, whereas another person is very happy to do a bungee jump repeatedly? Why is one person emotionally dependent and another emotionally distant and aloof? Why is an optimist an optimist? And what makes someone a pessimist? These are all questions that we need to be compassionate about when answering. We don't know what that person's history is. We are only aware about the opinions that they have voiced or written. And we come from our own spaces and then agree with those opinions or disagree. And when we disagree, we use certain labels which often are not only unpleasant, but they are also sometimes unkind. And Nikola Tesla goes on to say that when we understand that every opinion is a vision loaded with personal history, we shall also then understand that every judgment is a confession. So, judgments like XYZ is corrupt, this person is dishonest, this one is dictatorial, this one is ferocious, this one is a coward. Nikola Tesla has said these judgments are a confession. And that's another aspect that we have to be compassionate about. But this time, the compassion is not extended towards the other. The compassion is extended towards self. If I am calling you a coward, I am confessing that I am the coward. If I believe that you are corrupt, then I am confessing that somewhere deep within me, where even I don't wish to go, there is corruption. Every judgment is a confession. So be compassionate with yourself. When you learn to be compassionate with yourself, you will be automatically, naturally, without effort, you shall be compassionate to another. We pass judgment and opinion so readily, almost as though we've been given a divine right to comment about everyone and everything. But, dearest friends, we truly haven't got that divine right. Those masters, those gurus, those angels that you pray to, that you believe in, even they do not have the divine right to comment, to judge, to pass opinion. When we pass an opinion that is unkind, that is callous, that is heedless of someone else's history, that is inconsiderate of the journey that they have been on, we are exposing our unkindness to ourselves. We are exposing to others that we love ourselves very little, or maybe not at all. That we, in fact, do not believe that we deserve anything good. And when we comment about someone else, we are exposing how little we know about how the universe functions. You may have read all the possible books about energy and meditation and spirituality. But if you are still passing judgment, then you know very, very little about the spirit that you are and the spirit that someone else is. And that opinion and that judgment is really an exposure of who you truly are. Be very mindful of the words you use about others, about certain situations. They are exposing you for who you are deep within yourself. They are exposing those parts of you that you do not wish to even address or look at yourself. Be compassionate to yourself. And you may become mindful of the words you use. But are you going to escape the thoughts that go into your mind, that run across, that are calling that person a coward, are calling this one selfish, are calling this one horrendous, are calling this one, I don't know, whatever else your judgments might be? Pay heed to those thoughts, pen them down, and then take a very, very brave step. Once you have penned down those judgmental thoughts, ask yourself, in which area of my life, in which situation, with which person do I exhibit these qualities? One thing that's very important to remember is we can never recognize a quality in another that does not exist in ourselves. Let me reiterate that. We cannot recognize a quality in another that we do not have in ourselves. So that person in authority who is, according to you, corrupt, who is dictatorial, who is racist is exhibiting all the qualities that you have recognized because you have them. And if you run away from this reality, if you run away from this vital truth that your judgment is in fact a confession, you shall be doing yourself great dishonor. Every judgmental thought, every judgmental word is your opportunity to be compassionate to yourself. And this compassion is so important because if you were not compassionate to yourself, you would chide yourself. You might hate yourself. You might dislike yourself even more than you do today. And when you do not like yourself, when you are undermining yourself, when you are negating who you are as a spirit, you lose out on all the opportunities of growth that come to you. So let's turn this around, this statement of Nikola Tesla, on its head. Every opinion is a vision loaded with personal history. Every time you pass an opinion, ask yourself, is this the moment I can find the courage to review my personal history, to understand where this opinion has come from? When you hear an opinion passed by another and you have reacted to that in judgment, find that strength to ask yourself, am I strong enough in this moment of now to look deep within myself and see where this same negative quality lies within me? If you can find this courage, if you can find this commitment, if you can find this love for yourself to undertake this journey of growth, I can promise you, dear friends, I can promise you that within no time you shall be able to, if not physically, virtually send an energy hug to someone who has just passed an opinion that is unkind. You shall be able to take every opportunity that comes your way to look within. And very soon, there shall be no judgment that shall pass through your lips or pass across your mind. So let's really imbibe this statement of Nikola Tesla deep within us. For me, this message being forwarded to me today on WhatsApp was as though the universe was speaking to me and saying, Ellaeenah, we are asking you to become aware of the opinions that you pass. We are asking you to become aware of the judgments you make. And here we are, embracing you in deep love and acceptance of who you are, and also bringing to you wisdom that shall help you to move beyond opinion, beyond comment, beyond judgment. And this beautiful gift that has come to me today, I share with you in deep love, because I know together our journey shall be much easier. Big hug and all my love.